It's just me this morning. Good morning.
It's me. You're the problem. It's you. Baby, pour your old stuff in there.
Making coffee. Jason just brought. Why are you hanging out over there?
Because I gotta take the creamer back.
Oh.
Put it in the fridge. Oh, get out of here.
Yeah. Coming at you freshly woken up.
Yep. Got coffee going, and she decided to hit the camera early, so y'all got to see how much creamer she puts in there. Best first minute of coffee crockers, huh? So, been dealing with this Arctic blast cold snap going on, and if the wind wasn't whipping, yesterday wouldn't have been bad. There was a moment I went and just got in my truck just to block the wind, and I was like, this feels pretty good.
Yeah.
But
like
that wind was whipping.
The sun was out.
Yeah.
And everything. I was only out until like 10:30, then I had to go back to Tulsa. The heater was broken at that house. That got fixed. Some moolah later. But yeah, like you just would look outside. It was cold in the house, but you would look outside and it was like, it just looks nice.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you guys haven't seen it yet. We're gonna be putting the video out, but we set up the animals for this, and goats have been doing great. The pigs I'm done with. Set them up, and then breakfast just destroyed it instantly.
We put a crap ton of straw in there.
Yeah.
But we had, I guess.
You're gonna watch it. You haven't watched the video yet.
That's what I was gonna say. Go and just the camera.
Yeah. I don't know why I was doing that. Probably too many faces to be trying to focus on.
Oh, with Elon back there. Oh. There we go.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm sure the comments are already like, I feel sick.
It does that. I did that in the live and stuff too.
Yeah.
We went live the other day. That was fun.
Yeah. We been trying to, do what we can with this weather and try to get stuff done. I know a lot of people say it's not that bad. Just get out there, just bundle up. I don't know how long it'll take me to really get used to it, but I grew up in South Texas, and as of right now, I guarantee you, it's like 80 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's like 15 degrees up here right now. So,
yeah.
And I have not been in South Texas in a long time, but when that's what you're just used to for so long, and then I went to Dallas, and Dallas was cold, but I feel like Oklahoma gets it just a little bit worse. It's just every winter I'm just like, I hate this.
Yeah, at least I don't think last winter was that bad. We had like one cold thing, but it was like a couple years ago. Obviously, this is whenever you were like.
Well, yeah, that was like the cold, where like went like negative, but still.
Which is what this is.
Well, yeah, but still, even at Shooting Ranch, being in that shop and trying to heat up, and then your feet were turning white, and it's still pretty bad for me.
Yeah,
that's enough. So it's just hard to get the type of work done that we need because you got to put gloves on, and it's hard to use tools with big old gloves on. It's hard to be out there doing this stuff. I know it just sounds like excuses, but anyone that says that we need to just get out there and work are more than welcome. I will pay you to come work. I will give you money to watch you work out in it. It's pretty brutal.
Well, I told Jason too. I was like, it's just honestly during this time, all we have to do is just keep up with the animals, make sure they're good, keep doing whatever we got to do for them, to keep them good during this time. And
that's kind of our job.
That's our job currently.
Yeah. It just sucks because it's like you want to get stuff done, and we are, again, taking care of the animals and stuff is getting stuff done, but it's just, I mean,
I think the big thing is just ready to move forward.
Yeah.
But during this like stage that we're in, but I guess that we've been in for years, and then you've been in for longer. Just so ready to have that next step done.
Yeah.
I guess to not be like living like this anymore. And again, it's a beautiful process. You got to enjoy the struggles.
We've enjoyed it enough.
Yeah. Just I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't know. This cold stuff only lasts so long, but the thing that like gets me through it this time is the electric company that came out. You guys saw that. Will we be getting power? Will we, when, if we can get power, when would we get it? All that type of stuff. And knowing that they actually came out to the property and it's a chance of having power and not run generators is massive. Because, some people say they're faking it. They stay at the studio. They don't stay out at the property. When it's this cold, you best believe it. When it's winter and you have to run the generator nonstop to keep the heat going at night, to stay warm, you best believe it. It's, unless you've been in it, you don't understand. And we've struggled for so long. And the thing that I appreciate more than anything is getting in the comments, and if someone says something like that, you guys are like, who cares if they stay in there?
Yeah. I think it's like they try to say that we're like lying about it, but even though like obviously we're
showing it.
Yeah, we're good right now.
But it's more of, it's not even, I guess to me it's not, this isn't about the haters. This is not what I'm trying to get at. It's about the people that realize it and support us. And to me, since being on YouTube for so long, and then us being on for so long together, the shift in the way YouTube is for us has drastically changed. It used to be,
that's true,
you better not talk about alcohol, and then now she's spitting shots in my mouth in live chats. You better not even remotely, I don't know, some of the dumb things that would happen. It was just very elementary, I guess. And we worked our way up into getting out of school, and we're adults now, is what it feels like.
Hey, that's a good analogy.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
And it's like we're off at college now. Leave us alone. But it was always so much of like, if you were in the homesteading niche, because that's mainly where I got the audience in the beginning, and then even like building-ish, but I think it was more the homesteading, you had to be very traditional. You had to be very by the book, very clean cut.
There's only one way to do things.
Yeah, I mean, even the fact that I had a lip ring and a nose ring and tattoos drove people crazy. They would literally comment and say, I really like what you do, but the fact that you have tattoos and piercings, I cannot watch you.
Yeah.
Like, I like what you do, but the way you look, to me,
some people are old school. They just can't hand it. They like,
but that's wild.
It is. It's crazy.
It's wild.
I think the times have definitely changed to where,
like,
it's not about what you look like. It's about who you are.
Oh yeah, even over the last couple of years, this has changed drastically. And it's just crazy to me. This is how the only way I can do this. I love watching movies and I love listening to music. Those are the two biggest things. I love doing video work and I love playing music. And I've met tons of bands and I've wanted to meet tons of actors and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do not have the same political views as all of those people. But that doesn't make me not want to watch their movie because they didn't vote for the same person or think the same about a church or whatever. I get it. I'm not going to like purposely go give them my money or something like that. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to watch the movie because I think they're funny. Or I'm not going to listen to music because I think they put out good music, but I just don't like their personal side.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, everyone sees things differently, I guess, but that's the way I see it. It's like, if you just enjoy it, just watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it with a grain of salt just because you enjoy it, and who cares what someone, know.
Yeah.
Good job elaborating on that, baby.
Well, I mean, you said exactly what needed to be said.
I took the words out of her mouth.
Yeah.
But it is crazy, too, that it's just... YouTube's changing, and I've seen a lot of content creators that I watched, they're legit quitting now, like done. And these are massive channels. They're all like teaching you how to do video work or stuff like that, but they're all quitting. And the common denominator is things are changing. It's different now. YouTube has, since the pandemic, has turned into a massive thing, and it's oversaturated. And in order to stand out, you got to really try to stand out. Back then, there was these video channels, and there was like 5.
Yeah.
And now there's 5,000 of them. Everybody's out there, and there's been times with YouTube with us, I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the same. Everything's got to fit in this box. You all have to be the same. And we started changing over time. And because of that, we have you guys that support us, and things have changed. But every day I'm like, how do you make this different? How do we make what we do differently? And with YouTube changing, and there's days that, building the stuff, like I'll tell you, it's like, I wish I could just build and not film. I wish I could just work and then, not work.
Yeah. And then I say, well, I'll just film.
Yeah.
But then I also got to help you too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, I don't know. It's just I'm not complaining about any of it.
Yeah.
I guess my point is things change, and you either adapt with it or you get left behind. And that's kind of how it used to be, where, again, people would judge on just how you looked or whatever it was. They stuck in your ways. And it goes even so much as just like YouTube. You either change with it or you get left behind. And I think that's why the channel has constantly evolved. It has constantly done something else and kind of changed a little bit and stuff. And I don't know. I just feel like...
Well, people change too. So that's reflective in the videos as well.
Well, yeah, but everything... What I'm getting is everything changes. And if, like, you're stuck in this mindset or this... whatever you're doing, and you've just done the same thing forever, either you can complain about it or you can do something different and try to get to the next step, or you can think differently and get to the next step, or whatever it is. And I'm getting at is we've changed, our channel has changed, and our viewership has changed, and because of that, it's made it where it's actually enjoyable again.
Yeah, I think too, just like being your authentic self.
Yeah.
It truly brings out the people that you're supposed to attract.
Yes.
As well as, and then it does kick out the people that you're just kind of faking it for.
Yeah.
So that's a big aspect of it, is
Yeah.
those people are gone, and then it's the I don't know, the true people you connect with
All I could think whenever you said fake it for, clip it. She told everybody they faked it. That's the internet. But
I just meant like
we know what you meant.
Before not being your true.
Well, yeah, and that's what I truly think. Like our channel has become is it's just us, and literally before going live, we were just playing games, and we were playing like darts and stuff, and I was like, let's make this up. And then I just thought, I was like, this would be a funny muddy bottom waters shot. And then we did it on camera.
Yeah.
And never in a million years would I have done that back in the day at all, ever. Never even would have thought about it. So it just feels good to have a good support system and people that understand us and people that care. And the fact that y'all even made it past the first 5 minutes of this video, which was terrible, just very slow going. It just shows that...
Wake up a little bit.
Yeah, it just shows that we have the right people with us. And it's taken a while to get here, and it's been a road traveled on for sure. It's pretty rough, but it finally hit blacktop again, and it's smooth sailing. And
you do good with your analogies.
Yeah,
that's one thing.
That's the one thing.
No, I didn't say that's the one. I said that's if there's one thing.
Is I'm just good with analogies. If I could describe Jason.
No, I just meant like...
He's an analogy master.
You really are. You are like...
That's just how my brain works.
Yeah, you're good at relating it to stuff. I didn't mean it like they're one thing. I just meant like...
Maybe I know as a joke.
Yeah.
I think my brain, the reason it's like that is growing up, and I don't know if it's just being like dyslexic and slower educational wise because of all that. I had to find different ways to think of how to describe what I'm talking about. And I think it just got to the point where like my brain starts to see things differently. And then that's how I became the analogy master.
There it is.
If you made it this far, the master of analogies. I'm not just a YouTube king.
That's right.
Master of analogies. Everyone's like, I would comment that, but I don't know how to spell analogy.
That's a tough one.
It is. I don't know how to spell it either. But ANALOGY, analogy. I don't know. I can't spell anything. I had to write something down.
Yeah. That's one thing. I'm awful at spelling.
You'll ask me the simplest things.
I can't spell. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know if this is true, but my mom always said it's hereditary. Like, nobody in the family could spell. I'm very smart. Like, both my parents have master's degrees. My brother and I, very, believe it or not, Matthew's smart too.
I don't believe it.
He graduated top of his class. And yeah, but we just can't spell.
The thing for me is I can't spell if it's in all caps.
It doesn't look right.
Every time I put anything in all caps, I have to ask him, like, is this right? This looks way wrong.
You're asking me.
Yeah, I'm like, this looks way wrong. That's why they made autocorrect, so everyone could look smart.
Yeah.
So we appreciate that autocorrect maker.
Yeah. Speaking of just videos where it is just 100% us, one of the last Crocker Life videos I put out with like us, I didn't watch the ones that you put out, but where we were here.
Spartan?
Yeah. And after we put that together, you were like, I just wish we did have somebody to film us and just walk around and film us.
Just all day.
Like that.
Yeah.
And it's just videos where it is. Just us hanging out.
Yeah. Or just even building or having to run and go get supplies. Just if it was more of like I do like YouTube because it is first person, or like, you know what I mean? Like you're filming yourself, you're doing all that, that point of view. But I do watch, maybe not in the homesteading building niche, but other channels that do have a cameraman, and it adds so much to the channel that you can just be yourself. It's a lot different having a conversation when you don't have a camera in your hand.
Yeah.
And you're just running around doing things, someone's filming or whatever. What would you guys think if y'all made it this far, y'all the real ones? What would y'all think if we just hired somebody for at least one video and it was like that? Would y'all, I know y'all don't know what it looked like, but would y'all prefer it to be more like a, I guess it'd be like a reality show?
Mm-hmm.
More like that? Or do y'all prefer
Like the vlog
vlog style? Or do y'all not really care? I'd just be curious. Because, like I was saying earlier, you either evolve and try things differently, or you stay where you're at. And everything, I have never put out one piece of content that I was like, I loved that video. That was the best video I could have done. Every time I'm trying to like, how do we make it better? How do we do it better? I could have done that spot better. I wish we had more time to spend on this, to do this. I wish, even with the building or everything.
Mm-hmm. I think that's also because we beat ourselves up over everything.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of people that are like, good enough.
Oh, no.
You know?
Yeah, I think our self-talk isn't the best. So everything we do is like, we suck, could do better, this and that.
But that's what pushes you to do better.
Yeah.
Because if you just start in the, good enough, guess what? You're going to stay, just good enough. If you're not putting in the most effort you can and trying to always do better, then what are you doing? Why do you even do anything?
Yeah.
That's what's crazy to me is, there are some days that it's hard and we're kind of tired and we make an excuse or whatever. But when it's every day and you know that you're not doing anything and you know that you're giving excuses.
Well, we beat ourselves up over those days too.
Well, yeah. But a lot of people don't. And so I guess my question is, I don't think anyone's going to answer this honestly. If that's you and you do it, why do you do anything? If you're not really going to try and you're not really going to put much effort and it's like, then why do you do anything at all? That's my question, because my mind cannot comprehend that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why do it if you're not really going to try to do it?
Yeah.
What's the point? I get if you just have to go to some mundane job that you hate because you just got to pay your bills. That's not what I'm talking about. But it could be also, why not go get a different job? Why not get a job that you enjoy? I know some people are going to say, well, we have families to feed. We can't just quit a job. You can. You just have to get the other job. There were times, I don't have kids or anything, but I hated the job I had. And I found a job and then made sure I overlapped it, started working that job as I was working this job to train and get out and go. I just don't believe in, like, I can't do something. You can figure it out.
It's like Mom always says, take that apostrophe T off of can't and say I can. Does that not sound like such a mom thing?
That sounds like something she says, but that's...
All the time. We would always get hit with those little things.
I couldn't handle that one. That's a little too elementary.
Well, we were elementary.
Yeah. I've been like, Ma, just keep saying you get what you get, don't throw a fit. But yeah, I don't know how it got on this side of this rant, but that's just kind of our thought process this morning. And as much as it sucks with the cold and everything right now and not getting as much done as we would like, the payoff is we're
starting to zoom in and out again.
Yeah. We're getting the rest we need this week. We're getting kind of that slow down moment. Let's take care of stuff that we normally can't take care of that's not outside or working. Let's do that. And so I guess that's the payoff of it is it allows us to have that. So as much as it sucks, I'm happy that this is happening. And then when it is time to go back to work, we got a little bit of break from it and we can hit it hard. So life's crazy. Life is like a box of chocolates. If you eat them all, you're going to have diarrhea. So just take your time. Just nibble away. You ain't got to eat them all right in the beginning.
But if they're there, it's hard to not.
It is. Just nibble away, and you'll get there. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, guys. We got to wake up. This was brutal one. Bye.